Jesus says, "You are my martyrs for righteousness," planted amidst Witchcraft Central. February 7th, 2020. Words from Jesus to Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Jesus began, "My sweet Clare, you have been very much distracted because of the intensity of Ezekiel's suffering. And I want to tell you, I understand. Do not condemn yourself. These things are very hard to cope with. Please do not lay blame and guilt on yourself for not being able to pray or think straight. Indeed, you have suffered much during this season of trial, very much, and the human mind runs to familiar consolations when it is nearing the breaking point. But let me assure you, I will not allow you to be broken, although that is what your enemies are working towards. I have planted you and your prayer warriors right in the middle of Witchcraft Central. You are in a very hot area where much evil is done, not only to the surrounding families, but the cities and nations of the world, and especially America. There are very well-established Satanists in this area, and they are infuriated that you are here. To stay, I might add. I do not allow all things to touch down in your life, although they wait in line for one misstep so they can gain entrance. I'm allowing this for the work of saving souls, and though you feel very disconnected in this moment, things are going to change. When I allow suffering, part of it is for the sins of the soul, part of it is for reparation for the sins of the unrepentant, part of it is for conversions, and part of it is a major work of mercy to save the nations of this world. Both you and Ezekiel and many heart dwellers and Christians around the world are going through similar things. All that I can tell you is that you are my choice warriors because you have shouldered the many tragic things that are happening to, in, and around you with courage and dedication. In this world you will have trouble, but I live in you and I overcame the world, and so will you, my deeply dedicated ones. My people, no one sees your suffering, no one hears a fanfare, no one connects the dots between you being here and the earth being held back from full-blown war. No one recognizes your love for me, but I do. Good men are tried in the crucible of suffering, and I tell you truly, you are not good men, you are extraordinary men and women who have heard my voice on this channel and given yourselves totally to me. Such are the martyrs in heaven, and so are you in this very way, martyrs for righteousness, for the triumph of righteousness and the extended hours, days, months, and years that you have won for your people by your intercessions. You have made a choice of will, and though you may feel your offering is paltry, because you do not suffer as well as you would like, still I tell you, great fruit is being gathered because of your pains and tears. Many of your hearts are bruised beyond recognition by what you have faithfully endured and not renounced me. Many of you will wear martyrs' crowns, but many more will go unrecognized in this life. Your suffering is deep, pervasive, hidden, and in some cases immobilizing. Clare's heart is bruised beyond recognition from enduring with Ezekiel the pain he has so steadfastly suffered and continues to suffer. This is in part the reason for her silence. When she becomes quiet to pray, the tears and grief overwhelm her. so at times she finds ways to occupy herself from feeling that pain. What she and others like her do not know is that somewhere in China, those who are being tortured are not feeling the brunt of the torture because it is being taken on here in America. They suffer beyond recognition, but some of the pain has been distributed to victim souls in other places in the world. The only reason they stand throughout this process is that I've given them extraordinary grace to keep them upright and functioning. It is the same for you, dear ones. You are getting through your ordeals because I'm strengthening you, and others also are receiving blows for you as well. The economy of redemption and how I distribute my graces to the needy will remain a mystery to most until heaven, when they will see playbacks of their lives. Gold is tried in the furnace of afflictions, and all of you listening to this message and having gone through these things, all of you are being perfected, so that you will shine with a distinctive brightness in glory. You are being strengthened beyond human boundaries. Many of you endure to superhuman boundaries, and you haven't quit, because you trust me to provide for you that which is lacking. I want to commend you, my faithful warriors and victim souls. I know that you don't see yourselves in any great light, but mostly as failures, and that's not true. I want to thank you for your faithfulness, and I encourage you to keep holding the standard of the cross high above your heads as you ready yourself for battles. When there is simply nothing left and you are totally bankrupt, fall into my arms, put your hands on my heart, listen to the heartbeat your God expresses his gratitude with. Know that I'm eternally grateful to you for all you have sacrificed on behalf of your brothers, sisters, and the world. You have much to look forward to in heaven. Please do not grow despondent or discouraged. I'm holding you and filling you with grace in the moments you most need it. Thank you for loving me with a true and pure love, a love bathed in tears and sacrifice. I count every tear as the most precious offering a soul can make to me. I bless you now and am preparing a place for you, a place where there will be no more tears, no more suffering, no more disappointment, no more death, only eternal bliss in my presence.